Well, on the face of it, Richard, that result for Scotland may not look anything special, but it brings to an end a run of 3 straight defeats, and they had a very understrength squad going away to Georgia.
Yeah, I thought that was important after the defeats that they've had to go to a difficult place like Georgia and get a result was important for them. And I think going into the Euros, they don't want to be going in on the back of a couple of bad results and just almost clapping themselves on the back thinking they've done a really good job, because there's still an opportunity, more difficult now to win the group, but still there the possibility. And I'd imagine against Norway at Hampden they'll be going all out to put on a show for their final home game of the year. But they've overall the group's been brilliant. They've done really well, some really good performances, some standout players, obviously McTominay being one of the main ones with the amount of goals he scored. And they look a really good side now, Scotland. They've got different ways of playing, different sort of systems that they can flicker in between. And yeah, they look a really strong unit at the moment.
There's a good spirit about them, Brian, as well. There's a good character. I mean, to have that many injuries, they're missing the likes of Andy Robertson, Che Adams, Kieran Tierney, and to go away to Georgia and to come from behind twice, it shows a bit of character.
Yeah, they seem to have built that up over the last couple of campaigns. I mean, going back to one of Stephen Kenny's biggest results when we beat Scotland 3-0, but they've come on since that in a big way. They've had the consistency. Steve Clarke's a smashing manager. He has a kind of a dour appearance about him, but he certainly gets the best out of his players. And it also seems to be that he can bring players in who are playing the Scottish Premier League, who you would say would be kind of way down the leagues in European coefficient terms. And yet the players can do their stuff. The likes of, say, McKenna, Porteous, the goalkeeper Clarke coming in, the goal scorer Shankland coming into the match, gets a great goal. He seems to be able to get performances from those players, added to McTominay, who appeared to be on the way out of Manchester United. Now he's got 7 goals. Manchester United have decided whether maybe should put him in our team, he might score goals. But they've had a superb campaign, that 2-0 win at home to Spain, which we covered at the time. Ultimately lost 2-0 away to Spain, but that win at home to Spain was a massive result. The win in Norway, another brilliant result. And sometimes they've left it very late to get goals, late enough tonight too to get the second goal. But they have a knack and a way about them that's efficient and gets the job done.
Yeah, it's a good sign. They have also got a bit of strength and depth, as we saw tonight, with those injuries. Steve Clarke says that's now the focus for him, trying to not just have a starting 11, to build around that heading into the Euros.
Yeah, obviously the 2 players at the back, Tierney and Robertson, are huge players, both the captain and vice captain, I think, and massively important. So to be able to replace them by changing the system that they've got is important. And now he's got the next 6 months or so to try and see what else is out there in the whether it be in the Scottish divisions or around Europe, to see what players they can bring in to try and add to a squad. But it's difficult to find players with more quality than they've already got in that squad, because they are very good. The likes of John McGinn playing European football all the time as well. That's brought him on to another level. And they were poor, I thought, when they went to the Euros and when they played England at Wembley and stuff like that. They didn't get going. They never scored a goal. I think this side is much more complete in terms of they've got a little bit of everything in their squad. And yeah, I think they'll do all right.